Hey everyone, my name is Dom Ficarella, and I'm a Senior Director of Application Architecture in Oracle Product Management. I'm focused on data and analytics, and I've been in the industry for over 30 years. So thanks for your participation in this presentation today. Hi, and welcome to DIY or Not DIY. This is a look at rapid analytics for your Oracle applications. Today, I'm going to spend the next 20 to 25 minutes helping you understand how to quickly deliver impactful insights to your finance and operations teams using Oracle's unique capabilities. So let me start with a story of how important analytics can be, even in areas where you think they're difficult to implement and seemingly unnecessary. So anytime there's an unfortunate airplane accident, what's the first question always asked? Where's the black box so we can understand the airplanes and pilots' behaviors before, during, and after the accident? Now, this is standard operating procedure for an airplane. But did you know that a lot of cows are also outfitted with their own version of black boxes to help farmers answer questions like, is Ethel the cow ready to mate based on activity tracking analysis? Or is Ethel the cow sick and possibly in need of being separated from the herd so she doesn't infect other cows? Again, based on an analysis of her eating and physical activity. That's only a couple of the many uses of analytics in the modern farm. Analytics are increasingly giving us the opportunity to radically improve our lives. The faster we realize them, the faster we can make improvements to help us compete more effectively, make more informed and faster decisions, and become truly data-driven. So, a journey to business insight generally follows a common path. First, you ingest data from a whole bunch of sources. It can be a cow like Ethel, or a typical set of front or back office business apps, such as supply chain management, human capital management, or whatever. Secondly, we have to store, integrate, and harmonize the data into a unified data and analytics model in order to get efficient analytics. Third, we have to make this harmonized data available to business users for analysis and insights. Now, this is an overly simplistic view, as there's a lot more details, such as data security, governance, availability, extensibility, that are also required. But at a high level, this is a typical journey. So what do we often hear from customers about this typical journey? Well, the first thing we usually hear is integrating data across lots of different sources is way too complicated. The data journey often starts with source systems that require different methods of data access and integration. And data engineers have to capture source data changes, harmonize and combine the disparate data from these systems into common models in order to build effective analytics. For example, many source systems define customers, products, or even calendars in their own way. These have to be reconciled in order to get effective analytics. The second thing we often hear is managing and operating multiple data services is way too complicated. A source system might store its data in relational databases, such as traditional applications such as ERP, supply chain management, NoSQL databases for smartphone or mobile applications, or as flat files for log files, IoT information, telemetry applications. Yet each of these systems requires its own set of operational practices and skill sets to manage. The more data services, the more difficult it is to combine the data for comprehensive analytics. The last pain point customers often share is that creating the data and analytics pipelines to achieve these rapid business insights is too complicated. Users today don't want to have to wait for IT to build new analytics, especially given the rapid pace of business change. They want to be able to integrate, mash up, visualize the data they need in a self-service way without constant IT involvement. Now, our customer concerns are further validated by numerous industry analysts and observers. For example, IDG finds that on average, most companies have over 400 data sources. So yeah, integrating this number of data sources is indeed very complicated. IDC estimates that 81% of all time spent building analytics is devoted to things like discovery, data prep, security. All of that's necessary before any insights can be gleaned from the data. And lastly, Gartner estimates that by 2024, a full 80% of technology-based products and services will be built by non-IT professionals. So this further indicates self-service and domain expertise is truly the way of the future. So our approach, Oracle's approach, is really simple. Our goal is to deliver comprehensive business insights for your Oracle applications faster and cheaper than anyone else. So let's explore the types of questions first that many of our customers need to answer. They ask questions like, how can I identify what factors are impacting employee churn? Because they want to understand what changes to make to improve retention. Or, what's the average time taken for my invoices to be paid? This obviously indicates how efficient collections processes are and which are the best clients. Third, how's my profitability affected by the on-time and quality performance of suppliers? Again, an indication of supplier quality and reliability. These and many others are examples of questions that must be answered for a company to run efficiently and compete effectively. But the answers to these types of questions oftentimes require data from multiple systems and business domains to be brought together and harmonized. Now, in order to get an idea of the level of effort necessary to build a system to answer these important questions, we should take a look at what a typical do-it-yourself or DIY analytics journey looks like. First, the appropriate data sources have to be determined and data acquisition pipelines have to be built with consideration given to data currency. Should the data be real-time, hourly, daily? Once acquired, the data has to be cleansed, prepared, and combined. Then it has to be stored in a unified data model, often with business-relevant dimensions and facts such as products, customers, business calendars, etc. An analytics data model must then be built with appropriate aggregations and hierarchies on those facts. And finally, key performance indicators, dashboards, and reports have to be built. Only then, after months or years of effort and expense, can actionable insights finally start to be realized by the business. As you can see, the DIY approach is often a very costly and time-consuming effort that results in a lag between what the business needs and what IT delivers. Getting to actionable insights often takes so long that the original business requirements may no longer even be valid, and the process has to iterate all over again, leading to even more expense, delay, and end-user frustration. Oracle's approach to this journey, though, allows you to focus on realizing value and providing business insight as quickly and efficiently as possible. Our approach eliminates the entire build process and replaces it with an accelerator that provides a turn-on and configure experience for your e-business suite and Fusion Applications Analytics. This approach shrinks the build time to a fraction of the DIY approach. Now, rather than focusing on the time-consuming and expensive process of building all the technical foundation, we instead let you focus on driving insights and delighting your business users quickly. Using the accelerator solution, your users can be deriving insights and answering critical questions within a short 4 to 8 week period. In addition to the pre-built analytics, self-service tooling empowers your analysts to immediately start looking for the next level of insight almost immediately. Now, the Oracle Business Analytics Accelerator is the result of over 800 man-days of development and features out-of-box solutions for financials, supply chain management, human capital management, and enterprise resource planning. It consists of pre-built out-of-box analytics, key performance indicators, dashboards, and reports for your deployed applications business domains. It also comes with a complete and extensible data and analytics model to meet your current and evolving business and analytics needs without having to create additional bespoke environments and causing more data stovepipes. It's based on an integrated modern analytics foundation, allowing you to take advantage of the latest cloud technologies, data lakes, machine learning services, data discovery services, self-service tooling, etc., in order to scale, extend, and build additional insights on top of what's already provided. And we bring to the table implementation services from Oracle or our partners, very often free of charge to get started. So let's take a quick look at each of the 4 areas where Oracle provides significant value over a do-it-yourself or DIY approach. Here's an at-a-glance look at the pre-built analytics you immediately benefit from. There's over 400 key performance indicators across multiple business domains delivered out of the box. There's 80 plus pre-built dashboards and reports, but perhaps most importantly, all of these are built on a single unified data and analytics model to ensure accuracy and extensibility. So let's double click into the at-a-glance numbers and take a deeper look into the business areas the accelerator solution can help you with. First, in the financials area, we deliver pre-built analytics for payables, receivables, and many of the most important profit and loss performance metrics. In the area of procurement, we give you a look at your suppliers and spending performance. In supply chain management, we enable you to quickly look at how your sales, suppliers, and inventory are tracking to the business. And lastly, in human resources, we look at diversity and inclusion in workforce analytics. An additional key point here is that many of these analytics are cross-functional and require data from multiple sources to ensure a complete picture. Again, this can only be achieved by building these analytics on top of a single unified business model. The second area of unique value comes from building everything on an extensible data and analytics foundation. So what does that mean? It means that out of the box, all of the heavy lifting is done for you. We offer a landing zone for your data sources to bring all their data into. This is populated using pre-built data engineered extract, load, and transform pipelines to build all of the relevant facts and dimensions necessary for your analytics. These are then used to visualize the hundreds of KPIs, dashboards, and reports business users need to run the business. All of this, as I mentioned multiple times already, but of key importance, is that all of this is built on top of unified data and analytics models that importantly can be quickly enhanced using integrated artificial intelligence and machine learning services and are fully extensible to ensure future structured, semi-structured, or unstructured data sources can be easily integrated as necessary to continue the business innovation that is needed. A third key area of note is that everything is built on a modern data analytics foundation. Now, the benefit to you here is that you can rest assured that any future business analytics need is easily integrated. Let me highlight some of the key foundational elements that our pre-built analytics is built on. Now, in boxes outlined in red are the core services used to build the analytics. Now, from left to right, we have first the source applications the accelerator pulls data from. These can be Business Suite, Fusion applications, or other apps. Next are the data integration components. In this case, Oracle Data Integrator is used to build the accelerator's data pipelines and transformations and to mash all the data together. We then load all of the data in the autonomous data warehouse, which is a modern cloud-based repository used to store all the data securely. The ADW, as it's called, provides a near DBA-free environment for all current and future analytics needs. And finally, the pre-built analytics are surfaced to business users using the Oracle Analytics Cloud. The Oracle Analytics Cloud empowers your business analysts and data consumers with modern AI-powered self-service analytics capabilities. Now, as new business and analytics needs arise, and they certainly will, the core services and data can be further enhanced with an infinite pool of object storage, often known as a data lake, to economically and securely store any necessary additional data within the platform. A data catalog to ensure users can find the data stored in the platform regardless of location. A comprehensive set of machine learning services and capabilities that can be used to further enrich the data using artificial intelligence to enable additional prescriptive and predictive analytics. And finally, a complete set of integrated big data services when skill sets and machine learning preferences require them. All of this is designed to be accessible from any application, from on-premise or from any other cloud. Last but not least, we make it very easy to get started quickly, oftentimes free of charge for an initial set of functionality, using one or a combination of options shown. Our CloudLift pre-sale services can get you started with the implementation of a single subject area. Our consulting services can step in to implement additional subject areas and analytics based on your unique needs. And Oracle Advanced Customer Support can then run and maintain your environment if you want to take a truly hands-off operational approach. Please contact your Oracle representative for complete option detail, or reach out to us directly using the contact information provided on the following slide, and we will put you in contact with the appropriate team. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this presentation, and we look forward to seeing you at Oracle CloudWorld.